Hello and welcome to United with the Album. You can always unite with me by liking, subscribing, and commenting in the comment section below. Now let's get to the vibe. Let's talk about my United transfer window now that the transfer window is shut. First of all, let's talk about Manchester Cunha. Look, coming to the transfer window, United were the Premier League proving players, and Manchester Cunha has been excellent. He's hit the ground running right from the get-go. He has been good in every department, picking the ball from the deep and driving to beating 2 or 3 defenders and creating spaces for Manchester United. Look, I just hope his injury is not serious that he can recover. He's pulled out from the Brazilian team, and we're hoping he can come out and be stronger for Manchester United. He's been excellent. Brian Bubo, on the other hand, also magnificent in Bumo. Look, he's just efficient as it is. No step overs, he doesn't waste time on the ball. And I'm very curious to see his link-up play between Amad Diallo. I want to see more of it, and they will be special for Manchester United. Amad will be special for Manchester United, and I want to see how he and Brian Bumo coordinate with each other, each and every step of the way. Benjamin Sesko, the other, is the one you try to hold your breath and see what will happen. And I like the way Ruben Amorim was trying to introduce him into the rigorous physicality of the English Premier League. He's taking his time. That I will also advocate that, how do we call it? Hoyland States, because I know it's not easy to settle in the Premier League. But we needed money. And his transfer to Napoli is very beneficial to Manchester United. And I'll give kudos to him looking at the chaos of these people that United were trying to move. He has remained professional. He has remained top professional at every aspect. He's been top in every aspect. And I like it. He's been good at every aspect. €6 million loan, 44 million euro obligation to buy if Napoli goes to the Champions League. And Napoli will get to the Champions League, looking at the form they are. And I hope he goes to Napoli to become one of the best strikers in the world. Because Antonio Conte, like I keep saying, will turn Rasmus Højlund into a beast. He has all the necessary raw materials to be improved. Personally, I felt United failed him by not coaching him well. That's what I feel. And I hope United will be able to coach Sesko well into one of the best strikers in the world. Now let's move on to Alejandro Garnacho leaving Manchester United to Chelsea for £40 million. Yeah, I know it might not be the price that we want, but £40 million and 10% selling clause is good for Manchester United. No, you don't need the player. The player will cause chaos. Get £50 million from him, from academy player, and help have deficit they're spending with that this sum. So him going to Manchester United, Chelsea is very good. Look, in as much as these outgoings came in, it was equally important that we get some outgoings. And for us to really structure ourselves to become one of the best teams in the world again, these are losses we were willing to take in order to be able to help restructure the wage structure of Manchester United. No. Loan for Jadon Sancho to Aston Villa. Aston Villa will cover 80% of his wage structure, but there will be bonuses that can be incurred, which will end up they covering almost all of his wage. And Jadon Sancho leaving Manchester United £250,000 a week. We are easily saving around 10 to 11 million pounds in a year. Help for Manchester United. Rashford Holland. Marcus Rashford has also gone to Barcelona. £350,000 a week. This is going to £30 million of wages saved with about €25 million option to buy. I don't see why Barcelona won't activate that €25 million. It's cheap. €25 million is cheap, unless they just don't want to sign, which can also help us in the future. Anthony going to Real Betis, €25 million with a 50% sell-on clause, £200,000 a week, 10 to 11 million pounds in wages gone. Ineos have been tremendously good. Look at it. Look, they shipped Jenny Sancho £250,000, who the team deemed surplus, out. Out to £200,000, out. Rashford £350,000, out. Next season, Casemiro will leave Manchester United. Is in around £350,000. He'll be gone. Now they also brought in players like Cunha, £150,000 a week. Ibumo, £150,000 a week. Sesko, I think £160,000 to £180,000 a week, depending on bonuses. No, the wage structure is being well managed now. It's being trimmed down. It's very important for us to get this aspect of our football of Manchester United very right and accurate. Now, LAMENS is coming to Manchester United. Look, he's young. Technically, there are certain things that he's good at. But being a Manchester United goalkeeper is not just about talent. It's about character. It's about leadership. It's about me mentally sound and having the right attitude. If you look at the likes of Peter Schmeichel, he wasn't just good in saving the ball. His character, his presence. He was a leader in every aspect. Edwin van der Sar, character, leader in every aspect, big save, mentally strong. You need these components in order to be a Manchester United goalkeeper. David De Gea started weak, but he's strong. His physique, his top shotting, became one of the elite, became one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Mentally, you have to be strong to be in post for Manchester United. It's not just about talent. It's not just about talent. Look, when Peter Schmeichel left, we tried numerous goalkeepers. But Fabian Barthez, World Cup winner, came to Manchester and didn't flourish. Howard from America didn't work. We bought Ben Foster from Man United Academy, didn't work. Before we went for an old, I think 34? Edwin van der Sar, who came in to suit Manchester United. After him, then came De Gea, who struggled a little bit but came very strong. Should De Gea stay Manchester United a little bit longer? No. I think his time at Manchester United was due. But the manner in which he left, or the manner in which we let him go, we should have done better. So I like the way he coming back to Old Trafford with Fiorentina and Man United properly honoring him for being one of the best goalkeepers in the world and be at Manchester United for close to 15 years. It's an honor. But we didn't replace him well. Prior to Andrew Onana coming to Manchester United, he was one of the elite in terms of goalkeeping. I remember Pep Guardiola once said, in the Champions League final, they had to not press too hard because of Andrew Onana got pickpocketed there. He was good. He was an elite ball passer. He wasn't the best shot stopper, but he was an okay shot stopper. The problem with Andrew Onana was he lost confidence. Look, when he came to Manchester United, I think against Bayern Munich or something, he did a mistake. And he came out and he only showed a character of who a Manchester United goalkeeper should be. But the mistake kept on coming and propelled to a level where he wasn't no more himself. He couldn't even recognize himself. The pressure, his mental focus was off, even against Grimsby Town. He was a shell of himself. And once a goalkeeper becomes a shell of yourself, you can keep. Your defender don't trust you. Opponent targets you. He wasn't who he was. He wasn't who he wanted to be at Manchester United. And there are times where if you look at most of his saves, he parries the ball into the 18 area, not away from the 18, making it easy for rebounds. And I was also very peculiar with his technique, especially when he's saving a long range shot. He often goes with two hands, and when you strike this hand, it goes further. When I just one, it's short. You go with two hands, you are not going to reach most of the time. If you look at most of the saves the guy was making for Manchester United, when he has the ball goes on his right side, there's up angle. He goes with his left because When he comes to the opposite hand, he stretches more than this. This will be here. This one goes further. It goes further. One hand safe. And when this one is right hand side, it goes with the flag. Because he can stretch further. Further. And this were minor technique. And most of the goals André conceded was mainly because of his positioning. They will hit a long range and André will just stand still as if he can't move his weight because his positioning was always wrong. There are certain things in LAMENS' game that shows he can be good. But like I said, being a Manchester United goalkeeper is not just about talent. It's about your character. It's about your leadership. It's about your focus. It's about your attitude. Will he be mentally strong? Will he be mentally strong to be the number one goalkeeper in Manchester United? Because now the pressure is on him because of Andre Onana and Ateba. Everybody will try him. I hope he does well. I hope he really lives up to expectation. I hope we gradually next him like the way we did to David De Gea, and he became one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Oh, his frame and his movements looks like Courtois. So I hope he really emulates his Belgian teammate. I hope he really comes to Manchester United, because being in the middle of the post for Manchester United comes with huge pressure. I just don't want to go to a start here, because that doesn't matter when you are in Manchester United. Your character, your discipline, your mental focus, your leadership, how you command your back. These are the things that will really tell if you have the quality to be a Manchester United goalkeeper. You can have the technique, you can have the talent, but if you lack mental focus, if you lack leadership skills, if you lack braveness, organization, nothing will matter, especially how to handle the pressure. Every mistake will be scrutinized with a microscope. Every little mistake will be scrutinized with a microscope. Please continue to like, subscribe, and comment on the comment section below, and let this channel grow. Let my channel grow.